Let me grab a quick phone call to Albany we go. And this is Sal. Great to have you, Sal. What's up? What's shaking?
Hey, thanks, Rush. To one of your earlier points, not even Obama believed his policy would contribute to the recent economic success. And I say that because when he's on stage back campaigning for Hillary, asking his audience, how does Donald Trump plan on bringing manufacturing jobs back to the states? And he says sarcastically, what is he going to do, wave a magic wand? He wasn't touting his prior policy, and he just looked so unqualified at that moment to talk about economics and how to grow an economy, just like so many unsuccessful lawyers where their fallback in this country is conning American people, getting elected, and having the perks that come along with it. Do you agree?
I think, no. I think this is a good point. He's referring here, folks, to the fact that the point I made in the first hour about the economy vis-a-vis the shutdown. I mean, the economy is roaring. I mean, the stock market, they hit an all-time high after the shutdown deal was signed, after the votes, after we were assured the shutdown would end. So the Dow right now is at 26,138. And then I mentioned, it's important to mention again, we're just in the early stages. Apple repatriating a net $210 billion. You talk about a stimulus. Then they're going to add another $350 billion in investment in the country by building a new headquarters and employing 20,000 people, 20,000 new employees. So Apple looking here at an infusion of a little north of $500 billion. All because of what? The Trump tax cut. Apple had no choice whether they wanted to or not. The responsibility to shareholders requires them to bring home that money. $250 billion parked overseas because of the American tax rate, 35%. There's a one-time repatriation rate of 15%. So Apple is going to pay $38 billion in taxes, and that net is going to be repatriated, plus the 350. But the key here is what signal that sends, what message that sends. That's going to indicate, that's going to prove to corporations and industries around the world that the United States is the place to do business now. All because of a tax cut that not one Democrat voted for. All because of a tax cut that every Democrat said would not work. The Democrats said a corporate tax cut does not help average people. It's crumbs. It's going to raise your taxes. The Republicans only care about corporations, and they're helping them, but that's not going to mean anything to you. It's just the exact opposite. So Apple, north of $500 billion in investment, raises bonuses. Apple's bonuses are $2,500 in stock to their employees, over 120,000 employees. 200 companies have announced raises, expansion of benefits, bonuses, and all of those are going to be taxed at a much lower rate. So guess what's happening? Obama and the Democrats are trying to claim that all this increased economic activity is because of Obama. And I've got polling data, which is from last week, that indicates, I call it the reverse Limbaugh theorem. Remember what the Limbaugh theorem was? That Obama positioned himself as outside the government. That because when the economy was tanking, when the economy was going down, when the economy was stagnating, and when we were hearing that Obama is the perfect guy to manage the decline, I was stunned that Obama was not getting any blame for it, that Obama in the polling was not being hurt by a plundering, declining economy. And I chalked it up to the Limbaugh theorem. The Limbaugh theorem is that Obama is not seen as responsible for it. They keep talking about the mistakes George W. Bush made. And Obama is this great warrior, and he's just arrived, and he's working as hard as he can to reverse it. But they lied to him. They didn't tell him how bad the economy was when Bush transferred the keys to Washington to him. And so Obama's been working feverishly, but he's only can do so much. So the Limbaugh theorem was Obama stands aside, appears to be outside. He didn't get elected. He's still campaigning against what's going on in Washington, when in fact what's going on in Washington is directly attributable to his policies. Well, the reverse Limbaugh theorem is that now here comes Obama's successor, and massive, definitive, easily explainable policy changes have resulted in a massively, rapidly growing economy. And Obama literally has nothing to do with it, and therefore he comes in and says he does. And his peeps are coming in and say, oh, this is the Obama economic policy finally coming to fruition. And so then that's what the media is reporting, and that's what people in polling questions are responding. It's not going to hold up, though. Obama has no relationship. Obama's fingerprints aren't on one instance of economic growth. It's not what they wanted, folks. Sal here is right. Obama told all these people in Indiana and Ohio, the manufacturing jobs weren't coming back. Trump's got this magic wand. What's he going to do? What's he got? He's going to make it happen. Can't. Those jobs are gone. Obama didn't even try to make people think he wanted those jobs to come back. Now he's out claiming credit for it. It isn't going to last, folks.